EBICC, Encontro Brasileiro Internacional de Ciências Cognitivas. Olá, caro ouvinte! Meu nome é Silvio e esse é o primeiro podcast para o Encontro Brasileiro Internacional de Ciências Cognitivas, EBICC. Você já parou para pensar sobre o que é a consciência? Ou ainda, como a consciência emerge da matéria? A internet, talvez indissociável da nossa existência nos dias de hoje, é uma entidade consciente? A entrevista desse episódio foi realizada com o professor Gregory Chaitin, matemático e cientista da informação, autor de obras como Mathematical Complexity and Philosophy e Proving Darwin, Making Biology Mathematical. Vamos ouvir agora um trecho da conversa que eu tive com o professor sobre a palestra especial para o EBICC, Consciousness and Information. Com a palavra, Gregory Chaitin.
Is the internet conscious? Is a computer conscious? Will the internet become conscious if it's not conscious now? Are we is some kind of global mind emerging with the World Wide Web? I think there's certainly a connection there. One aspect of Chalmers' proposal is that he has a continuity argument saying, well, we know humans are conscious. We most of us think that dogs are conscious. But as you go to smaller and smaller and more primitive animals, does consciousness suddenly disappear, and the argument says that an abrupt loss of consciousness seems improbable, and that's his argument for panpsychism, that even the simplest systems have a little bit of consciousness. These are like Leibniz's monads that have confused perceptions. So, even a light switch would be conscious, or a thermostat would be conscious, just at a very low level. So if this is the case, if you go in the other direction with this continuity argument, if a person is conscious, is a married couple conscious? Is a corporation conscious? Is a nation conscious? Is there some kind of global human consciousness, or maybe a consciousness of all the life forms on Earth combined, or of the entire universe? So the beauty of Chalmers' proposal is that it's very simple. There are other proposals for consciousness, like the integrated information of Tononi, right? Which is also a panpsychic proposal. But Chalmers' proposal is very simple, is very straightforward. The whole, especially if you take it into account with the idea that maybe the whole universe is actually built out of information, that this is the substratum. Because then everything would be conscious. So consciousness would stop being a mystery. If everything is conscious, consciousness is not a mystery. This is the fundamental substance out of which you build the world. It used to be called mind or soul. It's related, but the current theoretical physics, traditional theoretical physics is already immaterial in a way because you're building the physical universe out of pure mathematics. And what digital physics tries to do is to base physics on a different kind of mathematics closer to the computer. It's a discrete kind of mathematics rather than the continuous math of traditional digital physics. I want to talk a little bit about this in my talk. There's work on quantum information theory and building the universe out of qubits. There's a lot of interesting things going on at the moment, and the notion of information is very much at the center of all this. So if Chalmers is right that information is consciousness, then consciousness is at the heart of everything. So since this is the most the simplest possible assumption, consciousness looks very mysterious if you have to get it from matter. But if matter is everything is built out of consciousness or out of information, then consciousness is a given. So it would be less mysterious, perhaps.
Para mais informações sobre o EBICC, acesse o site ebicc.sbcc.org.br. O encontro ocorre entre os dias 30 de outubro e 1º de novembro na Universidade de São Paulo. Até lá!